How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what do you think about people who don't abuse animals and how do they differentiate from you?
Um, well, I think people that abuse animals are very bad and wrong for that because animals are sweet and they're just like us.
Well, how do they differentiate those kind of people that don't abuse animals? How are they different from you?
Um, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a trick question.
I mean, could be, but
I
what do you
mean,
think?
I don't really know. I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. No, I mean I don't, but I mean they're not. Then I guess no.
Honestly, I think you do abuse animals. You don't think you do abuse animals?
No, I don't think I abuse animals at all. I love animals. I mean, I don't really like cats, but I love dogs. Dogs are my favorite.
So let's forget about those two animals. Let's talk about other animals, for example.
Like what? Chickens? Yeah, I feel like this is a setup your chick because I eat chicken, so I'm basically hurting the animal.
Yeah, so you do abuse
Okay, but
animals.
I could never be a vegetarian. I love meat, but I feel bad.
Would you
But I
be?
still
Imagine if you were eating. Let's say you're saying you're not. You wouldn't be a vegetarian if you were like. You would still eat dogs. Like let's say you like eating dogs.
no. I
But
wouldn't
what's
do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
why not?
Because I don't know. I feel like that's different in a way than from eating
What's
a chicken
different?
than a
What's
dog.
different? A dog and a chicken. What's like something that's relevant
Because I
to
feel like
the
a
individual.
chicken's normal, and like if you're eating a dog like that, I don't know.
Eating dogs can be normal,
I mean,
and
I
actually, some
guess.
people eat dogs and they see it as normal, even cultural, and even acceptable.
I personally will never do it, but I do think it is wrong. But
Why is it not wrong eating chickens or any other animal?
I mean, like it definitely is wrong, but people still do it anyway. So
So now that you see it and hear it, why if you're against animal abuse, why are you not vegan?
I mean, I have thought about it, but I don't think I could ever last because I just love bacon.
But do you dislike the pig instead?
No, I think pigs are cute.
Why are you eating someone? I mean, that's actually. I'm about to ask an irrelevant question, but like why is taste pleasure more important than a life of someone? I'm just asking a question just to see what you think about that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard one.
Like
I
if
never really thought about it that hard, if I'm being completely honest. I never did.
to be honest, it's really easy to be vegan because we're thinking about the animals, who are the main victim, the direct victim, and it's hard when we're only thinking about ourselves. What do you think about that?
That is true. I agree with that. I mean, I have tried, but I really couldn't. You're okay. So you're telling me you've never had meat before?
I've been in the same position you have.
Okay.
I've been an animal abuser. Like I started the thing.
saying it like that.
I used to abuse animals, just like we all have been. We all have been brainwashed. We have all been lied to. You have been lied to. Those lies I already learned them, and I said I'm against animal abuse. I'm not contributing to this anymore. Not like never again. And I'm not gonna say like I don't think I'm gonna try, but I might not last because for me I'm thinking about the victims, the animals. Would you start thinking about the victims from now on?
I really will. I will.
Wait, what's that?
Do you eat fish?
What is a fish? Is
You eat like in the ocean, like fish?
Like sand.
are they an animal?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I don't eat any animal.
So you don't eat fish?
They're an animal that's sentient, that feels love. They have compassion. They experience things. They are sentient. They have a subjective experience.
Okay.
What do you think? Why do you ask like Why do you think fish are like something instead of someone? Like,
No, I don't think that there's not someone. I just think that just because I eat them because that's what is put on the earth for you to eat and nourish your bodies, that doesn't mean that I'm an animal abuser. like
I mean, what do you mean by putting them here for us?
like
Or what do you think that what do we need from fish? What is something that we need from fish?
I don't
Why do we need to eat fish?
I don't know, cuz you need to eat food. Like that's how
Do you have to eat
Yeah.
that animal?
I mean, maybe not a fish in particular.
Yeah,
but you
like
have to eat some sort of food like
I mean, I eat food, but we don't have to eat animals. That's the thing that I want to get to.
but how do you know you're getting all the nutrients that you need from
So
just
so
vegetables?
so we need protein, right?
Yeah.
All
What
all
protein do you have?
all plants have protein in various quantities, but they all have. Some have more, some have less, but they all have protein. And yeah, what kind of nutrient do you think we need from a fish?
I don't know.
Yeah. So you're basic you're you're basically saying that we need to eat a fish, but you don't even know why. Like do we need something? You don't even know. Like
Okay,
what
but
makes you think that?
Are plants not sentient beings? Do they not?
No, they're not.
feel?
No, they're not.
Yeah, they do.
What makes you think they are?
Flowers breathe,
Flowers breathe,
That doesn't make.
grow.
talk. You'll eat a tree, won't you?
Wait, what's that?
You'll eat a tree, won't you? But you won't eat a pig. That doesn't make sense.
So sentience, to be sentient, is to have a subjective experience. I'm not accustomed to that word, so, but yeah, subjective experience. To have all that like sentience, like the capability of feeling pain, like we feel everything, we experience everything around us and everything, right? We need a brain to like capture all the information, right?
Yeah.
Do you really think plants like trees have that?
Probably not, but we don't really know for sure.
But we know for sure that a fish, a chicken, a pig, a cow, a turkey, all these animals, they are sentient, and they want to live.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
What do you both think?
I think I could probably give it a try, but I probably wouldn't last again because I do enjoy my meat.
But what about the animal? Do you think they prefer
Love the
you
animal.
last a lot? Could you say you love someone and pay for their oppression? Be like the responsible. This animal died because of you. Someone killed the animal. You don't. I don't love you. I don't even know you guys. I respect you.
Yeah.
You don't have to love a sentient being, an individual.
I get it.
You can respect them. You can leave them alone. Like we can enjoy the beach without
I mean,
taking
I would
all the
never do it
sentient.
myself, like with my bare hands, but.
But you're paying someone else
but
to
I
do
mean,
it.
I guess I am. Yeah.
Regardless of if it's from a like a large, say like industrial fishing, right? It doesn't matter. Let's say you pay someone else to go on a boat and go fishing and take a fish, like suffocate that
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
When you
And I would
drag
feel-
them
I would
out.
definitely feel bad. Like I still do feel bad when I eat it sometimes. I try not to think about it though.
Maybe that's why you're thinking that negatively, as in like you wouldn't last. If you think more about you're thinking about you, but if you think about the animal, the victim, because if you were the victim, you would wish your oppressor thought more about what you like. You wish the oppressor had more empathy and more compassion towards you.
Yeah.
So the victim that you're oppressing, that you're abusing, also feels the same.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Such intense language. Like,
I mean, it makes people think, and if
I
if
mean,
I
it does,
if I,
but damn.
I mean, that's what we're doing. It's the reality. What is a lie? What am I saying? Something that's not true?
oppression.
I mean,
It's such an intense word. Like,
well, how would you define
I
a?
feel like you're saying it because you're trying to get it like. Stop.
I mean,
Define oppression.
like
She said
maybe define
I
oppression.
didn't say it's not. I'm just saying that that's so extreme. Like that's such
Well, it
a.
fits the situation, right?
I guess yeah.
We're holocausting other beings.
We are holocausting.
You know
So,
what Holocaust means?
Do you
Yeah.
Slaughter on a
define
mass
the
scale.
definition?
That's what we're doing to animals. We're murdering 80 billion animals every year. Isn't that a Holocaust? If Holocaust means slaughter on a mass scale, wouldn't killing 80 billion land animals count as a Holocaust?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. And I don't know how you define oppression, but oppression would mean something like exploitation, like using others as a means rather than an end. Are we not doing that to animals?
I
So before we say anything, so hear this out. So I'm not here to try to make you feel anything because I cannot force a feeling, right? But you're already feeling something, right? You're
Yeah,
feeling
I
like
already do,
there's
for
something,
sure,
there's a feeling like
Yeah.
you feel uncomfortable, which is something that I felt when I saw the reality. But maybe it would have been faster for me if someone maybe like people hate when they feel forced, but I'm gonna use it in a positive way. I wished someone forced me to start acting more with my feelings instead of my wants, my desires. Like I wish that someone made me realize I was being a hypocrite when I said I loved animals. I didn't want to disrespect them, and yeah, I wish someone made me accountable and responsible for the things I was being, paying.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not the one holding the knife or the gun or whatever, or I'm not the one at the murder house, slaughterhouse people call it, but we are killing these animals that, like, so unfair. It's not justice for them. So being vegan is a social justice movement for them. The same way, like.
I understand it. I get it.
So be vegan is not a diet, right? It's not a diet. A lot of people think it's a diet. They would even argue with an actual vegan and say, no, it's actually just a diet. But it's a social justice. How can we bring that justice to animals if we're just stopping the consumption of animals and animal products? Like, we would still wear the cow, the flesh. We would still visit their captivity. We would still enslave them. We will still, I don't know, pay for their suffering, for their death. Is that just? Do you think that's justice?
No.
So the only way to bring justice to animals is to be vegan.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Do you believe in justice?
Yeah.
Would you believe that animals deserve justice?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I respect animals.
Yeah. Maybe you should actually like start respecting them like completely, not just dogs and cats, which was the first two animals that you mentioned, but like start thinking like if you believe in justice, like so, for example, feminism or like let's say racism, right? It's discrimination based on race, right? Like so speciesism, the same thing, but we species. We're discriminating some species. We're saying a dog is not edible, or any animal. I would say any animal is edible, but we don't want to eat that animal. But yeah, that's discriminating an animal because we don't wanna be. We don't want to discriminate the animal. We want to actually respect the animal, like a dog, for example. But yeah, if we are against oppression, like I'm asking this in a respectful way because I'm also black. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of racism. If you're a black person, you're against oppression towards you, right?
Yeah.
Does it make sense that if we are against oppression, we oppress others? It's not fair, right?
No.
Like animals want to live.
Right.
Like we want to
I
live.
see
You
where
want to
you're going
live.
with that.
She wants to live. It doesn't matter. Like we all want to live. Black lives matter. Um, and also animal lives matter.
Yeah.
And they're innocent. They want to live. Like let's start respecting them.
I will.
What do you think about?
I think you put a thought in my mind that I probably wouldn't have thought about before.
No, because no one ever made you accountable. Like no one held you accountable for maybe doing what you thought was you thought it was wrong, but no one held you accountable to like kind of start thinking more about it and hold yourself accountable. You can, cause look at this. No one forces anything on anyone except humans force a knife on the animal's throat, right? But no one forced me, but I forced myself to become vegan. I made myself accountable when I saw the reality, and it's a documentary that I'm gonna show you, so you are aware of what you're contributing. I didn't want to be a hypocrite. I wanted to align my actions with my morals, with my values, and yeah, I became vegan. Would you see respecting animals as a moral obligation?
Um,
In the same way that we would see not oppressing humans and respecting them, we see it as a something right, like a moral obligation to respect them, right?
yeah, yeah.
So why is it? Do you not see being vegan as a moral obligation because it's the right thing to do?
I mean, I see where you're going with that. Yeah, yeah.
So it's oppression. Oppression is oppression, right? Murder is murder, regardless of the individual that we're murdering. It's the same thing. If we're against oppression of anyone, we should be against oppression all beings. We are ignoring the most innocent beings, the animals. So again, would you see it as a moral obligation?
Yeah, yeah. I would.
So yeah, I guess that could be. I'm gonna give you the documentary so you learn about it, and I hope you watch it. And yeah, so until the day until the day you are vegan, the animals are gonna be oppressed by you. Are gonna be abused. So if you want to stop abusing them, go vegan tomorrow, or like now. Like don't eat animals again,
Right.
because to let's say someone says I'm gonna oppress this woman or any person. Maybe to that oppressor it doesn't matter, but to that oppressed being, that human being that's oppressed, it's gonna matter to that person. So it's not about reducing, it's about eliminating, stopping, like now, because we wouldn't take the same stance with humans, right? So let's take it with animals as well. Let's be consistent with our
They
values.
deserve the same respect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So go vegan.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Think about the animals. It'll be easy.
Yeah. I mean, I still do. When I eat stuff, sometimes I'll be like, ah.
Yeah, man. Maybe you're not thinking it the same way I want you to think them. Like, think of them as individuals and not something like a food, like a protein, like a nutrient, because we need nutrients. We can get protein from plants. We can get calcium from plants. We can get anything from plants, except maybe like B12, because it's not even from animals or plants. But we can get a supplement for that, so we're good with that. So yeah, I hope you go vegan as soon as possible, because animals need us to become vegan and respect them at last, once and for all. So thank you.
Of course. Let's say bye.
All right.